For the first time in the history of the NCAA tournament, a 16 has beaten a 1. Not only did the Retrievers of UMBC beat a 1, they beat Virginia, the 1 overall seed in the tournament, by 20. 74-54. It is a done deal in Charlotte. Welcome back here on CBS Sports Network. Brent Stover, Gary Parrish, Swin Cash, Pete Gillen, the former Virginia head coach. Put this in perspective for us, Gary.
I mean, it's history. I'll be honest. I was asked just yesterday on a radio show if this will be the year a 16 beats a 1 seed. Because you get asked that every year. Is this the year? And I said, you know what? I don't think it's ever going to happen. There's just too big of a gap between these teams. Even in the regular season, we play all these games. Teams seeded in that 16 range, teams like that, they don't beat teams that are supposed to be 1 seeds. It just does not happen. And yet tonight it has happened. It just went final. And what's remarkable about it is that it wasn't some last-second fall-apart situation for Virginia or a hot shooting streak UMBC. From the moment that second half started, they took control and they dominated them to the final buzzer.
It's really funny because we were sitting here, I think it was Sunday, and you asked the question about, can a 16 beat a 1? And everybody was talking about, I don't know if it'll happen. And I said, never say never. And the reason why is because of this. When a 16 plays a 1, a lot of times we see them compete in the first half. And then you go into the second half, and then the higher seeds' talent, athleticism, and their endurance kind of takes over. But what we didn't see from Virginia in this second half, they were just trying not to lose. They weren't trying to win. And you could see that on the face, and especially for an athlete that's played in this game. The one thing I can tell, and you can just smell it and you can see it, is when somebody's either scared or when they're not confident. And that's when you start attacking. And you saw the players out there, Laos, they were attacking like they didn't care who was there. From Virginia, one of the things we know about Virginia they're good at is defense. I didn't see their defensive principles. You talk about that pack line defense, they were cutting down the middle like it was the open sea, like the Red Sea just opened up and said, here you go, get to the rim. So those things for an athlete, when you see that, you just keep pouring it on. And what do they say, Coach? You grab them by the jugular vein and then you just keep squeezing. And that is exactly what UMBC did. Give those kids credit. They came prepared and they executed their game plan.
Exactly. Virginia's star is their defense, not their players. They got terrific players. Kyle Guy is great. You know, a lot of other good players. But their defense is a star. But UMBC attacked them. They went right at them. They didn't go north and south. They went, you know, really boom, right at their nug. And a great effort. They played with great courage, and they kept playing to win. They didn't play not to lose. They played to win. In Virginia, once again, they didn't have a star guy they didn't get to and put them on their back. I mean, you know, they tried, but a great win for UMBC. I'm happy for Ryan Odom. I know his dad, Dave, who ironically was assistant at Virginia for a long time for Terry Holland. So a great win for Ryan and a tough day for Virginia. Once again, DeAndre Hunter didn't play. A great player. Wouldn't have made a difference, but he was a terrific player. Unfortunately, Virginia did not have him.